Hi guys, welcome to the concluding part of Princess Sim funnel dress. If you are new to my channel, you're highly welcome. Here we try to teach the free and cutting method, pattern drafting method, and sewing method. The little we know about it, we share it together as a family. So please do subscribe and press the notification bell so that you'll be notified and become part of the family and we share ideas together. So guys, without wasting much of our time, let's get started. The pattern yesterday, I forgot to show you guys that you need to mark the hollow area. I had to mark it, so it needs to be cut. But when I was measuring the zip allowance, I measured from this point out. So that is that guy. I've added the sewing allowance, 1.5 inches for the sewing allowance, half inches for the seam allowance, half inch for the shoulder. Then what I did so far was to cut it on fold. We cut on fold on the paper because we are going to recut the neckline as you can see on the screen. What I did so far, you can see it, I had to cut it on fold on another paper, cut it, sew it up, place on my dress form, then we'll cut and cut on material. Now this is the back. So if you place on the dress form or you place on the table, you don't place the back because it will give you an error. So you place the front this way. Place it on the front, relax it on your dress form or on your table, whatever you are using. If you have a dress form, good. So you place it as you can see, place it on your dress form, then you reshape the neck to get our one shoulder cut. So what I'm going to do is to use my pencil. Just use your tape from this armhole of this side, place and you can pin, guys. So I will just measure down from the armhole this way, half an inch. Then from there, you can just use your free hand to reshape, just to bring it down a little bit. Then you pick it from the tip of this neckline. Then just, guys, you mark from the neck depth. You can come down by 1 inch, move from that point. But I always use my free hand to figure it out. So that's what I will do first. As you can see, so I'll shape. Okay. So the next thing is to use our scissors. Use the paper scissors to cut, 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 cut. Okay. Okay, we have achieved this. We remove this. We no longer need this. Okay, as you can see, you have formed your one shoulder. The next thing is to form the funnel along the line. So what I will do is just measure from this point, measure 1 inch or 1.5 inch in. From the picture, I'll measure 1 inch in, mark, or I measure 1.5 or 1/4, depending on what I want. Okay, let me measure 1.5 in. Then from this point, I can measure 2.5 inches away from the princess cut there. Then I will mark, 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 just eyeballing it. Then I will draw it like a funnel, like a V. Draw it like a V. Just mark like half an inch, half an inch. Don't take more than half an inch. Because by the time you want to sew it, it will open up. So like half an inch is okay. Don't make it too open. But it depends on what you want. But if I was handling the side, I would just use half an inch. So that's what we will cut out. Okay. So as you can see, guys, I'll just unpin it, remove my dress form, then you just cut. Then the next thing is to handle the back. So what I will do is just to pin the zip side, or better still, you can sew it down. Just pin. So the next thing is to open it up. Then you place, when you place it like this, as you can see, the back, the zip side is facing the back of the front. This saves you confusion of cutting. So all you need to do is to take your pencil again, then you remark and cut it out. So as you can see, guys, we have cut both the front and the back. Now at the back, I've not handled that, so we'll do that. All we need to do now is to unpin, unpin. Then for the front, and just remove your thread. Now to save you some headache, all you need to do is to, you can label it. So from the picture, so that you don't get confused, this is the right, this is the left. So label it like that. This is the left hand side is the full shoulder, then the right hand side is the off. So the same thing we label here. This is the right, then this is the left. So for the fabric, guys, I've ironed in some interfacing. As you can see, the satin itself, I've ironed in some interfacing. Like I said, is the leftover fabric that I have to use to demonstrate. So I've ironed it. Then I will place the pattern. I'll place it on the front, as you can see. I don't need any sewing allowance except at this middle. I'm going to place some sewing allowance. So all we need is to pin it down. So use chalk. So in between this funnel, I'm going to measure half an inch in, enable me to have a sewing allowance. So I'm just going to eyeball it and mark it. Just like maybe like half an inch or quarter of an inch. Let's just use quarter of an inch. Remember, when we're cutting the paper, we'll cut 1 inch in between and we just use our free hand to cut it. But between it again, you take sewing allowance. So that's what I am doing. So we will cut it out, but that is the part actually we are trying to work on. At this point, we're going to add half inch to it because we cut it out. We didn't add sewing allowance to it. So I'll add sewing allowance now. Now, if you're somebody who is using a scrap material or a leftover fabric, please make sure that the scrap you're using, you're cutting on the same grain line. If not, by the time you finish, if you cut them on different grain line, you will not have a perfect finish for your dress. Okay, so the next thing is to cut this off. There, you can see. So by the time I want to sew, I will just use this to sew it off. So I'm going to notch. Okay, so I will notch this princess seam. Okay, okay, guys. So the next is to cut for the back. So as you can see, guys, this is supposed to be. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is to cut the lace, cut the. Remember what I said yesterday? I'll cut this, place on it, cut the lining, cut the lining. Then we'll now treat this part, which is the major part we need to cut out. So guys, I've prepared the fabric as you can see. So what we're going to do now is to go and sew the princess cut. After sewing the princess cut, we sew for the lining. Then we'll now come and turn the funnel. So guys, we have finished preparing the fronts of the fabric. So what is left is to prepare the lining. So what I normally do to the lining is either I use a cup, or I will show you what I used to do to give it, to pad it more, to support the bust area. So guys, the lining is ready. So the next thing we do is just to place it, open it up, place this way. So guys, in a situation I don't have a cup like this to use, what I do is, I see from my lining, I'll cut wording to the lining itself. I don't put it on the main dress, on the main fabric. I don't put it there. I just cut it, and I sew it with a zigzag machine, or you can use your hand stitches to do that. Then I sew it to the lining, as you can see, so it will support the bust area. Because I don't like ironing this wording onto the main fabric. The kind of way I feel when I do that, doesn't make my clothes relax well. So I don't do it. So guys, that's what I normally do. Add my wording, sew it onto the lining. As you can see, this made the breast support I need for my dress if there is no cup. So that's what I do. I need to support it to give him the volume that I need. So as you can see, guys. So now I've pinned the main fabric to the lining. As you can see, this is where we need to pay attention. So what I will do now, I will go and sew. This is the neckline. I'll sew up the neckline. Then I will sew up this first row, this first one. Then I will stop at where the cut stops. I'll stop there. I'll sew this. Hmm, I'll sew this half an inch. Then I will stop here. I'm not going to sew this one. So when I sew it, I'll reduce the excess. I'll cut off the lining. So I will now open it. I'll pull it out. I'll show you guys when I do that. I'll pull it out. Then I will give it a good press before I will sew this side. So as you can see, guys, after giving it a good press, so we'll finish with this part. So we are left with this to conclude. So how do we do this? All you need to do is just turn over this way, pick it up. So you start from where we stop and you conclude it. If you don't get it again, let me repeat it. After turning it, this is the first one, we finished with it. So the next thing to do is to turn it over. Then we'll conclude with this. So that's how to turn the neckline. So let me do that and I'll be back. So guys, the other side, as you can see, has been sewn. So what we'll do now is to trim it, then notch in. So the next thing is to turn it. So as you can see, two sides has been sewn. So I will just top stitch to the extent I can get to. I'll do the same thing to this one, top stitch to the extent I can get to. Give it a good press. Then the next thing is to place on your dress form to see the beauty. Then sew the shoulder to the back, put our zip. Then we're join the side and we're good to go. I've top stitched, you can see it. Then I've given it a good press. So what is left is either you put your cup or you add some wording, place on my dress form to see the beauty. So the next thing we'll turn our armhole. So guys, the shoulder has been fixed. As you can see, I've managed to fix the shoulder. I've managed to sew up the armhole. As you can see, the rest is to join the side, undo the zip side, and like I said, if you wish to make the complete dress, I have a man-made skirt tutorial, so you can check the description below or the comment section. I'm going to post it there, then you'll be able to complete it. So like I said before, this was done for one of the family. I hope we came through for you. So I wish you all the best, and I thank each and everyone that watched till the end. I will see you guys in my next tutorial. I love you. Bye for now.